It's a familiar scene. You're at a McDonald's drive-thru, craving a cool, creamy treat, but then you hear those dreaded words. Sorry, our ice cream machine is broken. It's frustrating, right? But what if I told you this isn't just bad luck? It's a symptom of a much larger, more complex issue. And yes, it's so common there's actually a website dedicated to tracking these frozen failures. Welcome to the world of McBroken.com, where ice cream dreams go to die. Let's talk numbers for a moment. According to McBroken.com, at any given time, between 5 and 16% of these machines are out of order. That might not sound like much, but when you consider that McDonald's has over 13,000 locations in the US alone, we're talking about hundreds, potentially over 1,000 machines consistently failing to do their job. But why is this happening? To understand, we need to look at the machine at the center of this Cold War. The Taylor C602 digital ice cream machine. This isn't your average soft-serve dispenser. The C602 is an $18,000 piece of equipment that's essentially the Rolls-Royce of fast food ice cream machines. It can produce both milkshakes and soft-serve simultaneously, and it even has a built-in pasteurization system. On paper, it sounds impressive, but here's where things get interesting. Despite its hefty price tag and sophisticated features, this machine is notoriously unreliable. One McDonald's tech manager reported that out of over 100 times reassembling the machine, it worked on the first try less than 10 times. That's a failure rate of over 90%. Now, you might be wondering, why doesn't McDonald's just switch to a different machine? Well, that's where we need to talk about Taylor, the company behind these temperamental ice cream makers. Taylor isn't just any supplier. They've been providing equipment to McDonald's since the 1950s. It's not just ice cream machines either. Taylor also makes the grills used to cook McDonald's burgers. This long-standing relationship has created a deeply entrenched supply chain that's not easily disrupted. Let's look at some numbers. Taylor's parent company, Middleby Corporation, reported in 2019 that their commercial food service equipment segment, which includes Taylor, had net sales of $1.73 billion. While we don't have exact figures for Taylor's repair services, franchise owners report spending thousands of dollars a month on repairs. With over 13,000 McDonald's locations in the US, that adds up to a significant revenue stream. Who knew the real money was in broken dreams? I mean, ice cream machines. But it's not just about the money from repairs. The C602 has a secret, a hidden menu, accessible only by entering a specific code, 5231. That provides access to vital diagnostic information. This menu isn't mentioned in any owner's manual, leaving most franchise owners in the dark and dependent on Taylor's technicians for repairs. This brings us to a critical point: the right to repair. Should companies be allowed to design products in ways that make it difficult or impossible for owners to fix them? This isn't just about ice cream machines. It's an issue that's coming up with everything from tractors to smartphones. Now let's introduce a twist in our story. In 2019, two entrepreneurs, Jeremy O'Sullivan and Melissa Nelson, decided to tackle this issue head-on. They created a device called Kytch, a small gadget that could be installed in the Taylor machines to monitor their performance and predict failures before they happened. By fall 2020, over 500 devices were in use, with sales doubling every quarter. One franchisee reported that Kytch saved them easily thousands of dollars a month. It seemed like a win-win solution. Franchise owners saved money, and customers were more likely to get their ice cream. But then, on November 2nd, 2020, McDonald's sent an email to all franchisees warning that Kytch devices were unauthorized and could pose safety risks. The very next day, they announced a new machine with features suspiciously similar to Kytch's. This move by McDonald's raises some interesting questions. Why would a company that sells 1.7 billion ice cream cones annually be so quick to shut down a solution to a problem that's costing them sales? And why announce announce a competing product immediately after. O'Sullivan and Nelson didn't take this lying down. They started investigating and uncovered what they believe is a conspiracy between McDonald's and Taylor to shut them out. They found evidence suggesting a Taylor distributor had obtained a Kytch device, possibly to reverse engineer it. They even discovered suspicious purchase attempts from Taylor-affiliated entities. It's like a fast food spy novel, the Bourne soft servacy, if you will. Now, let's zoom out for a moment and consider the bigger picture. This isn't just about ice cream. It's about the complex relationships in the fast food industry and how they impact consumers. McDonald's franchise model is a key part of the story. While we often think of McDonald's as a single entity, most McDonald's restaurants are actually owned by franchisees. These franchise owners pay McDonald's for the right to use their brand and system, but they're essentially running their own small businesses.
Franchise. Beg pardon? Franchise. Franchise the damn thing.
This creates an interesting dynamic. McDonald's Corporation has an incentive to maintain its relationship with suppliers like Taylor, who provide equipment for the entire chain, but individual franchise owners are the ones bearing the brunt of repair costs and lost sales from broken machines. Let's put this in perspective. A McDonald's franchise can cost between $1 and $2.2 million to start up. The average McDonald's restaurant makes about $2.7 million in sales per year, but their profit margins are typically only between 6 and 9%. So when a franchise owner is spending thousands of dollars a month on ice cream machine repairs, that's a significant hit to their bottom line. This situation also touches on the issue of data ownership in our increasingly connected world. Who owns the information generated by these machines? The manufacturer, the franchise owner, the parent company? As our devices become smarter and more connected, these questions become increasingly important. Now you might be thinking, this is all very interesting, but it's just about ice cream machines, right? Well, not quite. This story actually illustrates some much broader issues in our modern, technology-dependent economy. First, there's the question of market dominance and its effects. When a company like Taylor becomes so entrenched in a supply chain that it can lead to a lack of competition and innovation, this can result in higher costs and lower quality for end consumers. In this case, both the franchise owners and ice cream-loving customers. Then there's the issue of planned obsolescence, the idea that products are designed to fail or become obsolete after a certain period. While we can't say for certain that this is the case with the Taylor C602, the machine's complexity and the controlled access to its maintenance raises questions about design choices that may limit product longevity. So, the next time you're denied a late-night McFlurry, remember, you're not just experiencing a minor inconvenience. You're witnessing the fallout from a high-stakes corporate battle that touches on some of the most pressing issues in our modern economy. This story of McDonald's ice cream machines is a microcosm of larger debates about corporate power, technological control, and consumer rights. It's a reminder that even in something as seemingly simple as an ice cream machine, we can find complex issues that affect us all. And who knows, maybe by understanding these issues, we can start to demand better, not just better ice cream service, but better transparency, better rights for small business owners, and better alignment between corporate interests and customer needs. So the next time you successfully get that McFlurry, savor it, because that simple treat represents a victory in a much larger, ongoing battle in the world of fast food and beyond. And it's a battle that's far from over. In the meantime, maybe keep a pint of ice cream in your freezer, just in case.